Now in Good Morning Northwest, big decisions in Coeur d'Alene as voters were asked to approve money for schools, and it was close.
And it's going to be a bit of a cool day for mid-March, but I'm tracking much warmer weather ahead in your First Alert forecast.
And pulling projects in Spokane. This city council decision causing some developers to stop plans in their tracks. You're watching Good Morning Northwest here on 4 News Now. Good morning and thanks so much for waking up with us. I'm Derek Dice.
And I'm Robin Nance. It is Wednesday, March 15th, the Ides of March. Do we need to beware? Matt Gray in for Mark Peterson.
Oh, no, I kind of forgot about that. We don't have to beware of much of anything today. So, hey, some positives there. It is a bit on the chilly side this morning, as it has been really for this whole first half of March, where we've seen some cooler than average morning temperatures pretty much. 31 right now in Spokane. We've warmed up just a hair. Meanwhile, we're down to 29 in Coeur d'Alene. Chilly to the teens in the Methow Valley, and we're cooling down into the 30s, at least for the moment, in the LC Valley as we get our day started. We were watching a storm that was pushing through North Idaho, southern parts of North Idaho early this morning, but all that wet weather and snowy weather has since moved on into western Montana, and that leaves us with clearing skies and a really nice start to our day, and no big issues out on the roads. Mountain passes, there are a few areas with a little bit of snow, but that's about it. And so we should have a very nice and smooth morning commute, at least in the weather department. Now, it will be a dry morning, but we have a chance for a couple of showers in North Idaho as we get into the afternoon. And we are seeing some much warmer weather in your extended forecast. All of that when I come back.
All right, Matt, thanks so much. Breaking news this morning, the votes are in. Coeur d'Alene has chosen what the future of the school district will look like.
They were asked to decide on 2 levies, and both of them are failing. 51% of people voted against the supplemental levy, which needed 50% to pass. The plant facilities levy needed 55%, and it's just short of that at about 54.5% right now. The supplemental levy was meant to fund school programs and pay for staff members like nurses and school resource officers. It makes up 25% of the district's operating budget, so that's a big loss for Coeur d'Alene Public Schools, which had said it would have to make drastic cuts if it didn't pass. The plant facilities levy would have raised $5 million a year over the next 5 years to pay for building repairs and upgrades. Because of this, Superintendent Sean Hooker told the CDA Press, we will have to put off sorely needed projects for the foreseeable future. Well, the Meade School District Board of Directors has selected Travis Hansen as its next superintendent.
Hansen is currently the superintendent for Deer Park Schools, and pending contract negotiations, he'll become Meade's superintendent July 1st. Hansen is taking over for Sean Woodward, who is taking a position with the Monroe School District. In a statement, Board President Denny Denholm said, "We are very excited for the future of the Meade School District under Travis's leadership. After reading through our community's feedback obtained from a recent survey, working through hiring process options, and reviewing previously vetted candidates for the position, it was clear to us that Travis checked all the boxes."
President Biden signed an executive order aiming to increase the number of background checks to buy guns, promote more secure firearms storage, and ensure law enforcement agencies are getting the most out of a bipartisan gun control law enacted last summer. The president visiting Monterey Park, California, where a gunman stormed a dance hall and shot 20 people, killing 11 at a Lunar New Year celebration. It was 26-year-old Brandon Say who wrestled the semi-automatic pistol away from the gunman. He shares how terrifying that moment was.
In that moment, I feel like I was going to shoot another person, that I might cause the death of another human being. It's a very scary thought to think about.
Now, Biden's action doesn't change the law, but it directs federal agencies to ensure compliance with existing laws and procedures. Federal law requires background checks to be run on all purchases from federally licensed gun dealers.
Developers could soon pay more to build homes in Spokane. City Council passed an emergency vote to increase fees for water and sewer on new homes. The fees had not been updated in 20 years, which means they don't reflect current rising costs. Spokane Realtors Association says some developers are now pulling projects. The plan also comes with a fee waiver for families making less than $75,000. If passed, in 2 weeks, developers would pay $6,000 in water and sewer hookups for new homes. That's about a 66% increase from what it is now. City Council plans to finalize the true cost, where it'll be phased in over 2 years. Developers would then pay about $10,000 for new homes in the lower elevations and more than $17,000 for higher elevations starting next year.
just aligning the cost. We're not charging an additional cost. This is just what it costs. But for years, you and I have been subsidizing luxury homes out in Latah Valley by our monthly utility bills.
Those against the increases say this is the wrong decision to make during the current housing crisis, that it's not the way to go about solving 20 years of problems and putting the burden on new construction.
Well, as the Inland Northwest gets more and more packed in, we want to know what concerns you have with growth in the Inland Northwest and help find solutions, whether it's with housing, homelessness, or what have you. Let us know by going to kxly.com/packedin and sharing your concerns about the rapid growth we're experiencing in our area.
The Spokane County Sheriff's Office is warning of a scam costing victims thousands of dollars. According to the Sheriff's Office, scammers are calling people and pretending to be law enforcement. They then threaten the victims with fake arrest warrants. The Sheriff's Office wants you to know law enforcement will never call you, threaten arrest, or demand immediate payment.
Definitely not.
Don't fall for it.
Yeah. All right. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:05.
Matt Gray in this morning from Mark Peterson. And ooh, what you got on that radar?
So there's a big storm that kind of passed right to the south of us last night, and that means that we are basically in the clear here for a little while.
Okay.
A few spots, though, could have a chance to see a shower this afternoon, so we'll be tracking who has a shot at that. Plus, when the next weather-making storm will come along, and it's going to be a while. In your forecast coming up.
And we're live showing you the 6th Lake Coeur d'Alene cruise boat joining the fleet this summer is still getting a facelift, but we're taking you aboard the Shadow this morning.
The EPA wants to keep forever chemicals out of your drinking water. What it's proposing.
And the case before a Texas judge that could have major implications for people seeking medicine for an abortion. That's after the break.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
Transitions works to end poverty and homelessness for women and children in Spokane.
Transitions moves lives forward by providing real change through programs like housing, job training, and safe spaces of welcome, respect, and community.
New America Credit Union is honored to partner with organizations like Transitions as they work to enhance lives, fulfill dreams, and build communities.
Check out more organizations that make our community stronger at numericacu.com.
At Colville Toyota, the pups are always sniffing out a deal that works best for you. Plus, our entire team is customer focused.
If you want a hassle-free, simple, easy, enjoyable, and quick customer service, take a scenic drive to Colville Toyota.
We're customer-centered and here to help you with the new Toyota car, SUV, truck, and our mix of certified and used vehicles.
Colville Toyota, where it's easy to buy, easy to do business with.
We're your small-town dealership with a big heart.
Some people say the metaverse will only be virtual. But firefighters entering a burning house will one day save time when lives are on the line. Visualizing a patient's most recent scan will help speed up decision-making in the ER. And while the woolly mammoth is still extinct, that doesn't mean students can't take field trips to visit them. The metaverse may be virtual, but the impact will be real.
It's all about the person that's leaving this world, but it's equally about the family. We don't know how to handle certain situations, and hospice can come in and train us.
Takes a special person.
Yeah, I said, you are amazing at what you do. And she said, this is a calling, and I love what I do.
To learn how you can join the Hospice of Spokane team, visit hospiceofspokane.org.
Idaho is growing, but let's not just grow larger. Let's grow smarter.
After high school, college, or university,
Idaho public colleges and universities have the 6th lowest costs of all states.
And higher education means higher incomes.
More opportunities.
A better life for you.
For us.
For Idaho.
For Idaho.
Visit educationforidaho.org to learn more.
4 News Now is brought to you by Rebath Spokane.
Welcome Welcome back. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. The EPA proposed the first ever standards to make drinking water safer from forever chemicals.
Under proposed regulations, water systems would have to monitor for 6 specific forever chemicals, also known as PFAS. Those are synthetic chemicals that linger in the environment and the human body and can cause serious health problems. Water systems would also have to notify the public about the levels of PFAS in the water and work to reduce them if they go above the standard allowed. The EPA says the proposal would prevent thousands of deaths due to exposure to these chemicals, as well as tens of thousands of serious illnesses.
Embattled House Representative George Santos is running for re-election in 2024. The New York congressman filed paperwork with federal regulators yesterday. Regulators gave Santos a Tuesday deadline after he crossed a fundraising threshold that forced a declaration.
A federal judge in Texas is holding a hearing today on the biggest abortion-related case since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade last year. The issue is about medication abortion. Anti-abortion advocates sued the Food and Drug Administration over medication used in that process. The lawsuit is seeking several actions, including an injunction ordering the FDA to drop its approval of the drug. That would essentially block its use nationwide, at least temporarily. Reproductive rights advocates who are in favor of the medication say if the judge sides with the plaintiffs, it would eliminate the most commonly used method of abortion care.
As we take a look at your forecast for the second half of the week, chance for a couple of isolated showers in North Idaho today. But after that, things looking pretty good. High pressure takes over and we get warmer and sunnier as the week goes on.
Lucky as a 7, living in heaven with my Dixieland Delight.
That is the legendary song Dixieland Delight by Alabama, which is sure to be stuck in your head all day now. The multi-platinum selling country rock group is coming to Spokane as part of their Roll On North America tour. Alabama performs at the Spokane Arena on July 6th with special guests, the Marshall Tucker Band. Tickets go on sale this Friday at 10 a.m. Better scoop them up quickly.
And if you're on Twitter, by the way, I put up the question.
Oh, yeah.
Dixieland Delight or mountain music? So which is the better song?
I'm with Dixieland Delight on this one. Good Morning Northwest time is coming up on 6:12 now.
Hey, there is a new boat in town. Destiny Richards will take us aboard the latest edition at Lake Coeur d'Alene Cruises. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now.
Get hooked on the outdoors at the 61st Annual Bighorn Show, March 16th through the 19th at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. There's something for everyone in the family at the Bighorn Show. Visit the Trophy Territory. Enjoy live music. Go fishing with the kids at Fishing World. Visit with hundreds of outdoor adventure vendors. Learn cooking tips from local celebrity chef Adam Hegstead, or just kick back and have a cold one at our Sportsman's Lounge. Get your tickets today at bighornshow.com.
Jewelry Design Center opened as Doug Toon Jewelry Manufacturing. After several years of growth, my brother Denver is with us. He joined more than 15 years ago. My sister Chelsea works in the Tri-Cities. This is more than just a job or a business for us. It's a generational thing that we're hoping to continue on many years to come. We love what we do. This is a passion for us. We're in this for the long haul. We want to be your jeweler for life.
At Washington Trust Bank, can't is a 4-letter word.
I think I'll sell my veggies at the market.
You even remember to water the house plants. I do this?
You can do this.
Hey, we need to build a home office. We're adding another bathroom.
I think I'll study programming.
Bro, you even connect your phone to Bluetooth.
We believe you can do whatever you set your mind to, and we'll help you get there. Washington Trust Bank, privately owned, locally invested.
Alabama, Roll On North America Tour, presented by Kenworth. July 6th, Spokane Arena. With very special guest, the Marshall Tucker Band. Alabama, live. All your favorite songs from the greatest country band of all time. On sale this Friday, 10 a.m. at ticketswest.com. Produced by Outback Presents.
My name is Bob Rambo, and this is my Summit Cancer Center story. I had lymphoma. I was kind of scared to death, and the doctors recommended I go to Summit Cancer Center. Everybody on the staff there is super neat, nice, and it's kind of like a homecoming. I had lymphoma, and they cured that. I'm very thankful for this cancer center.
Every Saturday in March, you can shoot baskets for cash.
The more baskets you make, the more cash you win.
All winners have 1 minute to make as many baskets as possible.
The player with the highest score of the night wins even more cash.
Make baskets to earn your share of up to $26,000 cash.
More baskets, more cash for you.
Earn entries now playing your favorite games with your Sun Club card.
Get in the game at Chihuahua Casino.
4 News Now is brought to you by Move Fitness.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
All right, welcome back. Lake Coeur d'Alene Cruises is adding a new 6th boat to its fleet.
Yeah, the boat is called the Shadow, and it used to be leased for cruises almost 20 years ago. After a long journey, it is back and getting an upgrade before it hits the water this summer. Destiny Richards is live at Hagedorn Marine Group, where the Shadow just lies in wait, and you get a sneak peek.
That's right. Still a long ways to go before the Shadow is ready to join the Lake Coeur d'Alene Cruises fleet, but very much enjoying a sneak peek of how it's all getting refurbished this morning. We're here with Callie King. Tell us a little bit about the purchase of this boat. Yeah. It used to be a part of these cruises a long time ago.
Yeah, we're really, really excited. We've been a 5-boat fleet for quite some time, so to add a 6th boat is really big and exciting for our company. Just purchased her. Her name's the Shadow. We're actually going to keep that name, so she'll continue to be called the Shadow. She is going to be on Lake Coeur d'Alene this summer, and you guys are getting a sneak peek today of behind-the-scenes renovations of what we're doing to get her kind of up to par to match the rest of the fleet, which is really exciting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And this used to be with the Kalispel tribe, so you still have that carpet in, but all of that's going out. Really, when did you guys get the boat, and kind of what has it been like seeing kind of the process of it getting that retrofit?
Yeah, it's been really cool. So she operated on Flathead Lake for quite some time. During COVID, she was taken off the lake, so she's kind of been on land for the last couple years. We've been in the works the last couple months getting the purchase. We just finalized it 4 to 6 weeks ago, transported her via land to get here to do the work here. And then, yeah, we'll take the next couple months. Right now we have the welders on board, and like you said, the carpet, we hate to see it go, but we love to see it go.
I know, it's like a little outdated, but I honestly like it. It gives it character for sure. But yeah, we're going to go back inside, talk to General Manager Carl again if you missed it, just about that work that's getting done. Definitely still in the before stage, like we were saying, but definitely so interesting to see it just before it becomes that beautiful cruise boat that goes on the water. I'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Destiny, thank you so much. All right, you're taking a live look over Spokane right now. Looks pretty nice out this morning, actually.
Is the dawn breaking yet? Do we say this is dawn breaking, or is that too early? I don't know. Matt, do you have a little early still?
It's like pre-dawn, kind of right there in the breaking. Isn't
that like one of the Twilight sequels?
Yeah, it sounds like
it. It probably is. I don't remember what the names were. You know, my wife made me watch all of them. Okay. Let's get back on track here a little bit. Let's talk about something else that's maybe cold, like a vampire. That's the snow that's up at our mountain passes. It's not ideal, Snoqualmie and Stevens Pass this morning. We'll continue to see snow showers up at the mountains throughout the day. Things are actually improving, though, at Lookout Pass, where we saw a decent bit of snow, however, earlier on this morning. In fact, a winter weather advisory in the Idaho side continues through 11 a.m. and in some of our higher elevation, central Idaho Panhandle Mountains. Basically, we are going to be good to go for most of us for most of the day. However, as we head into the afternoon, we are going to see the warmth of the day across the mountains of North Idaho start to pop up a couple of showers. So the Silver Valley along the St. Joe River, Coeur d'Alene, and then north into Lake Pend Oreille and along the Pend Oreille River. We will have a chance for a couple of showers to pop up and move in through the day. So wouldn't surprise me if around the Rafter and Prairie we saw a little sprinkle later on this afternoon. It's not going to be a huge deal. It'll be in and out fairly quickly. Your overall rain chance is about 20%. And for the afternoon, it is going to be rain with mid-40s for highs. As we head into Thursday and beyond, however, into the weekend, we will not have to be worrying about any pop-up showers at all as high pressure settles in. Most of us, though, will see lots of sunshine as we go through the day with some light clouds mixed in. Temperatures in the upper 30s by lunchtime will be in the mid-40s as we get into the afternoon. A little bit below average for this point in the year, but we've been saying that a lot as we've gone through 2023 thus far. 50 in Grand Coulee today, 51 in Moses Lake will be in the mid-40s for Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. Our average highs in the upper 40s, getting close to 50 degrees. We'll be at least close in downtown Spokane at 48. 9 Mile, our hot spot today at 49 in the metro region. Now, we're just going to keep on getting warmer after this. The high pressure settles in Thursday into Friday. We're talking about upper 40s. Into the mid-50s for St. Patrick's Day. A really nice looking Saturday to spend some time outside. And then a couple of showers start coming in for Sunday, but I don't think it's going to be a huge issue. You headed to Monday and Tuesday, though. We'll probably have to bring out the rain jackets once again for the first couple days of spring, officially.
Yes.
You okay?
Fred, look at that weekend.
Yeah, those temps creeping up. I like it.
I love having the 50s more consistently.
So do we.
Too. It is now 6:20. When Eastern and WSU met in the Spokane Arena in November, the Cougs won by 26 points.
But without big man Muhammad Gay last night in the NIT, it was a much different story. How the Eagles soared past the Cougs in Pullman. Coming up next in sports. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest here on your Wednesday morning. We'll be right back.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley, or Click It RV in Spokane, and get the same grand opening specials on travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and Class A and C motorhomes. We guarantee it. A mile north of the Y on Newport Highway, or clickitrv.com.
BCU is just an incredible community partner. We feel very fortunate to have them on board as we try to help families move forward and be stable and successful.
It is so important for both our families and our staff to receive current financial education.
What Eric's doing with his classes is basically giving them the knowledge they're going to need to be financially self-reliant.
This is not a topic that's typically taught in schools, and yet it is the baseline of access to almost everything that we do.
Adventure awaits at Silver Mountain Resort this winter. Enjoy some of the best terrain in the region, only 30 minutes east of Coeur d'Alene, right off I-90. Family, friends, and smiles as big as the wide-open vistas. Relax in a beautiful condo just a stroll away from dining, water slides, indoor surfing, and 84 degrees. And a gondola ride away from our new covered carpet lift, tubing, and acres of snow rider heaven. Your winter adventure awaits at Silver Mountain. Book today at silvermt.com.
Did you know that Spokane Hyperbaric Center uses oxygen to reduce pain, inflammation, and swelling?
I didn't know that.
Did you know that hyperbaric oxygen therapy promotes new blood vessel growth, fights infection, and releases more stem cells from your bone marrow?
I didn't know that.
Would you like to know if Spokane Hyperbaric Center is the right choice for you? Go to hyperbarichope.com to find out.
Spokane Hyperbaric Center gave us hope. And now you know.
Hello, I'm Rob Sacre, joined by Mustachio and George. And we're bringing you the best all-star lineups of rigs.
It's an exciting day, Rob, if you're looking for a slam dunk deal. Like this tough and rugged F-150 XLT Crew Cab. Or if you're looking to score more sports car for less, check out this Subaru WRX. It's perfect.
Agreed.
And during this madness of savings, $40 down is all you need.
It's go time at Cal.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley, or Click It RV in Spokane, and get the same grand opening special, plus liquidation prices on all 20 to 22 RVs. Nobody will beat our prices. We guarantee it. A mile north of the Y on Newport Highway, or clickitrv.com.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minnesota. While we wait for the NCAA tournament, the NIT is already underway. Now, the NIT is for teams that don't make the big dance, and there were 2 Inland Northwest teams going head-to-head. Washington State hosting Eastern Washington in the first round on Tuesday night. The Cougars beat the Eagles in their first meeting at Spokane Arena earlier this season, but this time it was the Eagles who came out victorious. Eastern Washington defeats Washington State 81-74 score. The game came down to the final minute when Eastern Washington forward and Big Sky Player of the Year Steele Venters hit the go-ahead shot with 15 seconds left. Venters had a game-high 27 points. Washington State's season comes to an end. Eastern Washington will take on the winner of Oklahoma State and Youngstown State in the second round of the NIT. And our fast break to Houston coverage begins tonight as Gonzaga begins its run to the Final Four in Houston. First stop, though, before that is Denver, Colorado. Gonzaga will take on Grand Canyon at Ball Arena in the Mile High City on Friday, and Drew Timme will enter that game with a little bit more hardware. Timme was named a second-team AP All-American. Timme led the West Coast Conference in scoring at 20 points a game. He also became Gonzaga's all-time scoring leader this season. This is Timme's third All-American honor. And Timme and his Gonzaga teammate Julian Strawther were both named to the U.S. Basketball Writers Association All-District team. Both Timme and Strawther made first-team All-WCC this season. And again, Timme, Strawther, and the rest of the Bulldogs will take on Grand Canyon in the first round of the NCAA tournament. Tip-off is scheduled for 4:35 Friday in Denver. And we will be there with live coverage from the Mile High City starting tonight. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
And the Washington State women's basketball team gearing up for a third consecutive trip to the NCAA tournament, and the city of Spokane is showing its support in a big way. The mayor officially declared March 13th through 17th as Washington State Women's Basketball Team Week in Spokane. The week honors the program's first Pac-12 tournament win in school history, as well as encouraging everyone in Spokane to recognize, support, and celebrate the team as they begin this year's NCAA tournament journey. Go Cougs. All the way. It's now just about 6:26.
All right, a convicted killer charged with a third attack when he was said to be in prison. Coming up, why the dates of his release and that attack just don't match up.
And an ATF agent shot multiple times. The man who pulled the trigger pleads guilty. The details released about the case coming up after the break. And as we head to break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA at 7 o'clock.
This morning's GMA First Look, ChatGPT upgrade. OpenAI, the company behind ChatGPT, which came on the scene about 4 months ago, out with its latest innovation, ChatGPT 4.
We're really kind of at the beginning of seeing AI's impact. But this is a sign of another way that impact is likely to ramp up. And I think we're going to see it, affect people more in their daily lives.
Snapchat recently launched a chatbot, My AI, supposed to be safer for teens. But when Washington Post reporter Jeffrey Fowler tested it out, the conversation turned inappropriate at times.
I asked it, hey, can you give me some advice on what kind of beer to have at my 15th birthday party? But that didn't stop it from giving me advice that just wasn't appropriate for a 15-year-old.
And coming up at 7 a.m., we'll see if this emerging technology is safe for teens. With your GMA First Look, I'm Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
Ready to feel what it's like when you can do more with less asthma? It's possible with Dupixent. Dupixent is not for sudden breathing problems. It's an add-on treatment for specific types of moderate to severe asthma and can help improve lung function for better breathing in as little as 2 weeks. Dupixent helps prevent asthma attacks and can even reduce or eliminate oral steroids. Are you in? Dupixent can cause allergic reactions that can be severe. Get help right away if you have rash, chest pain, worsening shortness of breath, tingling, or numbness in your limbs. Tell your doctor about new or worsening joint aches and pain or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma medicines, including steroids, without talking to your doctor. Who knows what you can do when you do more with less asthma? Ask your asthma specialist about Dupixent.
Stream 4 News now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
26 years strong. Held over.
Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale final weekend at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Why wait 100 days with a local dealer when you can have a hot tub now? Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale final weekend at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Call 1-833-HOUR-SPAS or go to discountspas.com.
Are you waiting for the right time to replace your flooring? Great Floors' 12-month financing option makes it easy to bring inspiration home today. Shop a large selection of brand name flooring to fit your life. Our team of experts are here to help you select between luxury vinyl, hardwood, carpet, and more. Great Floors is offering 10% on top quality Mohawk and Karastan flooring now through the end of March. Visit a Great Floors showroom today and live life on Great Floors.
My grandfather, Doug Parker, started Parker almost 40 years ago, just a real small dealership with about 30 employees.
The people at Parker that make this place unique are hardworking, they know their jobs, and they're driven.
We have a lot of employees that have been here a long time, and I think that just ties into everything. Our culture, how we treat employees. We're always trying to become better people, become a better business, better community partner. It's our job to provide the best experience for every single person that walks in that door.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
All right, we're taking a look at some of the big stories online this morning in the 4 News Now story tracker.
This morning, people in Southern California staring down another atmospheric river. Heavy rain, strong winds, and more snow. In downtown San Francisco, wind gusts nearing 90 miles an hour shattered windows. In Southern California, a rare high-risk alert for flash flooding. Some mountain towns in SoCal could see 3 more feet of snow in the coming days. The snowpack in parts of the state is already nearly 300% above normal.
Another close call between 2 planes is under investigation this morning. The FAA says a Republic Airways flight crossed the wrong runway at Reagan International Airport after a United flight had been cleared to take off from that same runway. That makes at least 7 close calls this year, including one at New York's JFK Airport, where a Delta pilot had to slam on the brakes when an American Airlines plane crossed the wrong runway.
The U.S. military says a Russian fighter jet forced down a U.S. Air Force drone over the Black Sea Tuesday after damaging its propeller. The incident marks the first time Russian and U.S. military aircraft have come into direct physical contact since Russia launched its invasion of Ukraine just more than a year ago. The U.S. calling Russia's actions reckless, environmentally unsound, and unprofessional. Russia's ambassador was summoned to the State Department after the downing of the drone. He said his country does not want confrontation with the United States. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance.
And I'm Derek Dice. It is Wednesday, March the 15th. Matt Gray is here with a look at that first alert forecast. And yeah, chilly start, but we're going to get a little better today.
We are going to get a little better today, and this is going to be kind of our bottoming out before we have a little warming trend as we head into the weekend. Part of the reason is we are going to see more clear skies. We saw a little storm system that came up to the south of us and, well, ended up avoiding most of the action here, which is now over in Montana. Seeing a couple of still little showers up at the high elevations of the Blue Mountains, and at least it's trying to get something started on the Palouse. Look, not expecting much out of this, if anything, this morning. Our temperatures are on the cool side. We're in the 20s in Coeur d'Alene. We just popped into the low 30s in Spokane, so already starting to warm up across Spokane County. 30s in Pullman. We're 28 in Omak and 28 in Bonners Ferry, with mid-20s in Sandpoint as we start the day. So as you head out the door, a little bit of a chill in the air, but we'll be up above freezing fairly quickly. In fact, by the time the morning drive is done, which should be a very smooth morning drive, things are going to be on the warm side. And there is more warm weather to come. We'll talk about that. Your extended forecast coming up.
A convicted killer charged with attacking a stranger in downtown Spokane in January is now linked to another attack from months before.
Last month, the Washington Department of Corrections told 4 News Now Avondre Graham was released to community custody in October. But in new charges, police say Graham attacked a woman in downtown Spokane in September. According to court documents, the woman was outside of her apartment on South Howard. As she was leaving for work at 4 in the morning, she said a man approached her and asked her for a cigarette. When she refused, She said he demanded oral sex and then stabbed her. Police later found video of the attack and had a description, but didn't arrest anyone until January. That's when police started investigating another attack with a similar description and linked Graham to both of those crimes. The problem was the DOC told us Graham wasn't originally released from prison until October, a month after that September attack. Yesterday, the DOT told us Graham had actually been released from prison in January of last year and was out free until he was arrested on domestic violence charges in November. He was released on that charge pending trial, and during that time, police say he attacked the other woman in downtown Spokane in January.
A Spokane man pleaded guilty to shooting a federal agent in 2021. 25-year-old Randy Holmes, a known gang member, tried to buy a gun from an undercover ATF agent at a Motel 6. Court documents say that at some point, Holmes got into the agent's car and pointed a gun at their head. The agent then told Holmes the gun was in the back of the car. When Holmes ran around the back of the vehicle to get it, the agent told him to drop the gun, but instead Holmes fired at the agent multiple times. The agent shot back. Both of them were hit and were taken to the hospital. Have you talked to your kids about playing with fire?
Children are curious by nature and may be fascinated by fire, but they may not understand that things like gas stoves use controlled flames. According to Washington State Patrol, from 2019 to 2021, people playing with a heat source started 764 fires, causing $5 million in damages. So here are a few tips from WSP on how to talk about fire safety with your kids. Establish clear rules and consequences about unsupervised and unauthorized uses of fire. Teach children they must tell a grown-up when matches or a lighter are found, and talk with children about what they're seeing online and teach them specific ways to resist the peer pressure to misuse fire.
13 new firefighters are joining the Northern Lakes Fire District this year as a result of the district's efforts to tackle staff shortages and to meet the growing need of the community in Kootenai County. Northern Lakes has one of the largest coverage areas in Idaho. And the fire chief says his crews have been overwhelmed by more than 7,000 service calls a year. Now, with a grant awarded from the Department of Homeland Security, the district hired new recruits, including EMTs and paramedics.
The Spokane Regional Air Support Unit, which includes several local first responder agencies, made history this week by flying the first all-women law enforcement flight crew in the state. Check this out. During their 2-hour flight, civilian pilot Megan Fine, along with tactical flight officers Michaela McKittrick and Crystal Bitzer, assisted patrol units looking for a missing child, a carjacking, and an assault. This is all according to the sheriff's office. And they did all this while keeping watch over our community from the air. Good for them.
Gonzaga begins its battle to the Final Four on Friday. Alex Crescenti and Julian Minnesone will follow the Bulldogs every step of the way starting tomorrow evening in Denver. You can follow our Fast Break to Houston coverage on 4 News Now, KXLY Plus, and KXLY.com.
All right, got to get those brackets filled out still, too. Good morning, Northwest. Time is now 6:36.
Meteorologist Matt Gray in for Mark Peterson this morning. And, yeah, our day not looking too bad.
No, not looking too bad at all. We're going to see nice afternoon temperatures, even though they're a little bit cool for mid-March. But we're going to see a big warm-up. We'll also have a chance for at least some of us to see a couple of sprinkles this afternoon. That'll be the last time for a little while. All that coming up in your forecast.
And what spurred a California bank to collapse? And is it a sign of bigger problems to come in the industry? What a federal investigation is pointing to this morning.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Wow, you found it.
I did.
The History of Water Part 6. I've been dying to read this.
I know, honey.
I love this.
I love you.
Are they for real?
I always wanted that book.
At Culligan, we get that most people don't think about water like we do, and that's okay. You see, when we install one of our high-efficiency water softeners, we're thinking about hard water and lime scale buildup. So you can just think about longer-lasting appliances and softer skin and hair. At Culligan, we think about your water, so you don't have to.
Kylie and I are excited to show you the rugged good looks and adventurous spirit of this all-new Subaru Outback.
It has a roomy interior and almost 9 inches of ground clearance that make on- or off-road driving fun.
Plus, Subaru's legendary safety features like symmetrical all-wheel drive and EyeSight driver assist technology.
Visit ParkerSubaru.com or drop by the dealership to learn why Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 8 years running.
See the Subaru Outback and receive your no-problem customer service at Parker Subaru in beautiful Coeur d'Alene.
Lucky you.
Ironstone Furniture and Fire is selling all in-stock furniture and accessories at 30% off. Explore our new arrivals, bestsellers, and collections loved by our customers. We have everything you need to furnish your home. Visit our showroom, Ironstone Furniture and Fire in Coeur d'Alene. Hi, I'm Chris with Clark's Tire and Automotive. Right now is the best time to get your vehicle in to get it checked over. Come on in for a free winter inspection. We're going to check your brakes, shocks, struts, tires, air filter, wiper blades, and your heating and cooling system to make sure you're winter ready. If you can't make it into one of our shops, give us a call. We now have a mobile service. We offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile parts and labor warranty. We support our local law enforcement, our schools, our nurses and doctors, and we're here to support you. Come and try us out. We are a friendly neighborhood service repair center.
Held over! Save up to 50% at the Hot Tub and Swim Spa tent sale final weekend at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Why wait 100 days with a local dealer when you can have a hot tub now? Over 50 models on display. Every floor model must go. Come see revolutionary swim spas that can heat or chill the water. Bad credit, no problem. 100% in-house financing, no turndowns. That's the Hot Tub and Swim Spa blowout sale final weekend at the Kootenai County Fairgrounds. Call 1-833-HOUR-SPAS or go to discountspas.com.
Welcome back. We're learning more about investigations underway into the second largest bank collapse in U.S. history. Sources telling ABC News that both the Justice Department and the Security and Exchange Commission are probing the failure of Silicon Valley Bank. ABC's Lindsay Watts is in D.C. with the story.
Two separate investigations now underway into the sudden collapse of Silicon Valley Bank. According to two people familiar with the situation, the probes are in the preliminary stages, and it's not clear whether any wrongdoing has been committed.
The SEC and the Department of Justice both will be interested in who knew what when and who did what when. Investigators want to know who traded when and were people tipped off.
Sources tell ABC News that part of the FBI's early focus will be looking into whether any of Silicon Valley's senior leadership got unusual bonuses or sold stocks in the days leading up to the bank's collapse. In short, is there any evidence of insider trading? Barron's now reporting that according to SEC filings, two top Silicon Valley executives sold shares in the company shortly before it collapsed. CEO Greg Becker sold nearly $3.6 million of company stock less than 2 weeks before the firm disclosed extensive losses that led to the failure. Senator Elizabeth Warren telling MSNBC that any executive bonuses and stock sales should be taken back from CEOs and high-level bankers.
They took on all that risk, made themselves more profitable right up to the day that the bank exploded.
The CEO of Silicon Valley Bank did not return ABC News' request for comment. Wall Street taking a breath Tuesday as regional bank stocks stabilized, showing panic in the market may be subsiding. This morning, the Wall Street Journal is reporting that the Federal Reserve is rethinking a number of its own rules when it comes to mid-sized banks, a move that could soon require those banks to meet some of the same standards as the nation's largest banks. Lindsay Watts, ABC News, Washington.
Our weather in the inland northwest is on a warming trend. We'll have a couple of little sprinkles as we go through the afternoon in North Idaho, but high pressure is going to take over. That means warmer and sunnier weather the rest of the week.
Good morning, Northwest Time is now 6:42.
All right, we're going to send things back to Destiny. She's live in Coeur d'Alene.
That's right. We are taking a look at the new 6th Lake Coeur d'Alene cruise boat, called the Shadow. Coming up, we'll give you a look at some of the renovations that are still underway to get it ready for the water this summer.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
Hello, I'm Rob Sacre, joined by Mustachio and George, and we're bringing you the best all-star lineups of rigs.
It's an exciting day, Rob, if you're looking for a slam dunk deal. Like this tricked-out fun Jeep Wrangler.
Or if you're looking to score a special buy on this Toyota Highlander.
It's perfect.
Agreed.
And during this madness of savings, $40 down is all you need.
It's go time at Cal.
How do you keep performing at a high level when you're a man over 40? By taking Manpower.
Manpower helps your body produce and conserve its own natural testosterone for a healthy sex life and positive mental attitude. Experience a vibrant, active life again with the energy and drive of a younger you. Manpower is the all-time top-selling product at Mother's Cupboard because it really works.
Mother's Cupboard, things that make you feel good.
No matter where you are in your financial journey, we're here to help you along the way. Open a free Ascend checking account and you can earn 3.50% APY on balances up to $15,000 with no minimum balance required. Bring your finances to new heights with our checking that pays you dividends. Get your account today at p1fcu.org/ascend. P1FCU, your community, your credit union.
Every Saturday in March, you can shoot baskets for cash.
The more baskets you make, the more cash you win.
All winners have 1 minute to make as many baskets as possible.
The player with the highest score of the night wins even more cash.
Make baskets to earn your share of up to $26,000 cash.
More baskets, more cash for you.
Earn entries now playing your favorite games with your Sun Club card.
Get in the game at Chihuahua Casino.
If you're looking for a great career where you can spend time outdoors and make good money with an amazing team, then check out the Northwest Fence School of Fence. We will train individuals to specialize in chain link, privacy vinyl, ornamental iron, and wood fence installation. Our 1-month school will assist you in understanding the basic principles of fence installation. Seize the opportunity to join our team and train to be a fence professional. Our classes are enrolling now, so contact Northwest Fence today for more information. Northwest Fence. Nobody builds them better.
4 News Now is brought to you by Platinum Mechanical.
It's now 7:15. A new Lake Coeur d'Alene boat cruise boat is getting ready to join the fleet.
Yeah, the Shadow was a boat Lake Coeur d'Alene Cruises leased years ago. It's still getting some work done before it gets set to go back out on the water this summer. Destiny Richards is live at Hagedon Marine Group with a sneak peek of that cruise boat.
That's right. The Shadow still needs a facelift before it's ready to join the fleet of the other Lake Coeur d'Alene cruise boats. We're here with Carl Fuss, who's the general manager of Hagedon Marine Group. Tell us, for those who are just joining, what the renovations are that the Shadow still has to undergo to get ready.
Well, we're going to be sanding all the interior wood and repainting it. We'll put new wall coverings on. New wallpaper. We'll be taking out the carpet that's in the boat right now and replacing it with something fits our style a little bit better. Put in new ceilings, and just everything you can see will be replaced with new fixtures and covers.
Yeah, absolutely. The bar is kind of the one thing that looks the most ready right now, I'd say. I love the lights and everything. This is pretty similar to the Osprey and the Spirit of Coeur d'Alene boats. Anything that's different, or is it pretty much like a copy, except for the name?
It really is. They're all sister ships. They all have the same structure. The Shadow, though, is a mirror image of everything because she was designed to raft up to the other ones and create a very unique experience.
Yeah, you could say it's a shadow of the others. All right, well, you can go to our website, kxly.com, to go to the Coeur d'Alene Cruise website, and they have profiles on all the boats so you can learn more before it's ready to join the other boats. I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Okay, we're all ready to hit the water. Okay, wait. Now is dawn breaking?
Yes.
Earlier I tried to ask if dawn was breaking, but I think it...
I'm going to say yes.
Yeah, extra half hour definitely
okay.
lends itself to it.
So sunrise about 7:03 today, and they're starting to see some clouds beginning to move in over the Spokane area. There's some high clouds, though, so we're not super worried about anything crazy happening this morning. Your boarding commute going to be just fine, but it is helping us to stay on the warmer side than we were just a couple hours ago. 31 in Spokane, and mostly cloudy. Still clear in Coeur d'Alene, and 29 degrees. Those clouds, they're not going to hang around too terribly long. Our daylight, we got cut an hour of morning daylight this weekend. In about a month, we'll make that up. And hey, a couple months from now, it's going to be 5 in the morning. We'll have pretty much all of our morning show sitting up in the daylight hours. So that is certainly going to be fun as we trek through spring and on to summer where we won't have to worry about snow. Now, lots of snow in western Montana. We saw some snow at Lookout Pass this morning. We're seeing some snow on our passes in the Cascades. Mostly, though, things are going to be dry around the inland northwest today. We do have a chance for maybe a flurry or two places like Colfax, Pullman, and Moscow here as we're just seeing a little bit of moisture over the Palouse right now. So look for that over the next hour to half hour. Clouds move on, however, as we head through the middle portion of the day. Upper 30s at lunchtime. We'll get into the middle and upper 40s for this afternoon. Partly cloudy skies. Not everybody, however, is going to be dry in the afternoon hours. And with these temperatures, we have a chance in North Idaho to see a little bit of rain move through, with those showers in the Cascades highlighting a little disturbance, piggybacking on top of that bigger storm over Montana. And so in the afternoon, a couple little showers riding up along the higher terrain on the Montana state line. So a chance in places like Coeur d'Alene, St. Mary's, and Sandpoint to see just a brief little sprinkle and shower. Later this week, though, none of that. High pressure takes over. All the stormy weather heads way up north. And we have beautiful sunny conditions through the first half of the weekend. It's not until the second half of the weekend that we start to see wet weather come back into the forecast. So look at this. Thursday, really nice, upper 40s, low 50s for St. Patrick's Day, and lots of sunshine. A really good start to the weekend as well. And of course, we got to have a little bit of rain for the first day of spring.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course we do.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not too worried about that one.
No, got to think about all those flowers getting ready to come up.
Exactly. All right, Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:49.
Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on your Wednesday morning. Your morning sprint coming up after this.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Medicare509.com.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley, or Click It RV in Spokane, and get the same grand opening specials on travel trailers, fifth wheels, toy haulers, and Class A and C motorhomes. We guarantee it. A mile north of the Y on Newport Highway, or ClickItRV.com.
Northwest Fence is now offering a spring special to make your backyard beautiful with 20% off all white or tan stock vinyl fencing. Just stop by our retail location in the Valley or give us a call. And remember, nobody builds better than Northwest Fence.
What do we have here?
I was hit by a semi.
Looks good as new to me. For your headache.
Don't accept that small check.
After an accident like this, you need Craig Swamp and Associates by your side. We'll make sure that you get the help you deserve. And we only get paid after you win.
Well, how do I reach you?
One call, that's 509-999-9999.
It's time to score big on a new vehicle this week at Findlay Downtown Toyota, as new shipments of Toyotas are rolling in, and we're offering slam dunk deals as well as incredible financing options this week at Findlay.
At Gold Seal Plumbing, we're always looking at better ways to solve plumbing issues in your home. That's why we use the latest technology in sewer line repair called trenchless sewer repair. We can replace your current sewer line without digging up your entire yard. With just a couple of holes in the ground, we can pull new sewer pipe from the main line right into your house with minimal disruption to your lawn and your wallet. So if you need your sewer line repaired or replaced, call the best. Call Gold Seal Plumbing. We're on our way.
Walker's Furniture is overstocked with over $15 million in inventory. So we're forced to have an overstock clearance sale. This is your last chance to get big discounts of 15, 30, even up to 40% off select items, with some discount items up to 70% off.
Our loss is your gain, as we have to make more room in our warehouses for new shipments arriving daily.
Improve your life for less during the final 4 days of savings at Walker's.
Celebrate the grand opening of Click It RV's new store in Yakima Valley, or Click It RV in Spokane, and get the same grand opening specials, plus liquidation prices on all 20 to 22 RVs. Nobody will beat our prices. We guarantee it. A mile north of the Y on Newport Highway, or ClickItRV.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest morning sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is now 6:52. Time to get you ready to take on your Wednesday midweek with the Morning Sprint.
Destiny Richards is live looking at the latest addition to Lake Coeur d'Alene Cruises.
And meteorologist Matt Gray telling us about temperatures in the 50s heading our way soon.
But we want to start with some breaking news here. Coeur d'Alene has chosen what the future of its school district will look like. They were asked to decide on 2 levies, and both of them are failing. 51% of people voted against the supplemental levy, which needed 50% to pass. The plant facilities levy needed 55%, and it's just short of that at about 54.5% right now. The supplemental levy funds school programs and pays for staff members like nurses and school resource officers. The plant facility levy funds building repairs and upgrades and would expire after 5 years.
A convicted killer charged with attacking a stranger in downtown Spokane in January is now linked to another attack from months before that. But in the new charges, police say Avondre Graham attacked a woman in downtown Spokane in September. According to court documents, the woman was outside of her apartment on South Howard as she was leaving for work at 4 in the morning. She said a man approached her, asked her for a cigarette. When she refused, she said he demanded oral sex and then stabbed her. Police later found a video of the attack and had a description, but did not arrest anyone until January. That's when police started investigating another attack with a similar description that linked Graham to both crimes. The problem was DOC told us that Graham wasn't originally released from prison until October, a month after the September attack. Yesterday, DOC told us Graham had actually been released from prison in January of last year and was out free until he was arrested on domestic violence charges in November. He was released on that charge pending trial. During that time, police say he attacked the other woman in downtown Spokane in January.
The Spokane man has pleaded guilty to shooting a federal agent back in 2021. According to court documents, 25-year-old Randy Holmes, a known gang member, tried to buy a gun from an undercover ATF agent at a Motel 6. At some point, Holmes got into the agent's car and pointed a gun at their head. The agent then told Holmes the gun was in the back of the car, and when Holmes ran around the back of the vehicle to get it, the agent told Holmes to drop the gun, but he instead fired at the agent.
And it's a bit of a cool day in the inland Northwest, at least for March. We'll be up in the mid-40s in the afternoon. A couple little sprinkles in North Idaho, but otherwise most of us will be staying dry for this Wednesday. The dry weather continues and the warm weather continues as well. We'll be up into the middle 50s by St. Patrick's Day.
And this morning we've been live at Lake Coeur d'Alene Cruises talking all about the newest addition to their fleet, the Shadow. It was just recently bought by Lake Coeur d'Alene Cruises from the Kalispel tribe. It used to be leased by Lake Coeur d'Alene for cruises, but now it is back after a long journey. Still needs a facelift though, what's called a retrofit, to replace the carpets, the ceilings, and just get it ready up to the caliber of the other boats. Go to our website KXLY.com for more information and to follow along on the renovation.
Well, developers could soon be paying more to build homes in Spokane. City Council passed an emergency vote to increase fees for water and sewer on new homes. The plan comes with a fee waiver for families making less than $75,000. If passed in 2 weeks, developers would pay $6,000 in water and sewer hookups for new homes. That's about a 66% increase from what it is now. City Council plans to finalize the true cost, where it'll be phased in over 2 years.
President Biden signed an executive order aiming to increase the number of background checks to buy guns, promote more secure firearm storage, and ensure law enforcement agencies are getting the most out of a bipartisan gun control law enacted last summer. The Spokane Regional Air Support Unit, which includes several local first responders agencies, made history this week by flying the first all-women law enforcement flight crew in the state. During their 2-hour flight, civilian pilot Megan Fine, along with tactical flight officers Michaela McKittrick and Crystal Bitzer, assisted patrol units looking for a missing child, a carjacking, and an assault. That is according to the sheriff's office.
Our fast break to Houston coverage begins this week as Gonzaga begins its run to the Final Four in Houston. First stop, Denver, though, where the Zags will take on Grand Canyon. Alex Crescenti and Julian Minensone will follow the Bulldogs every step of the way starting tomorrow in Denver. And you can follow our fast break coverage on 4 News Now, KXLY Plus, and KXLY.com.
Lucky as a 7, living in heaven with my Dixieland delight.
is the legendary song Dixieland Delight by Alabama. The multi-platinum selling country rock group is coming to Spokane on their Roll On North America tour. They perform at the Spokane Arena July 6th with special guest, the Marshall Tucker Band. Tickets go on sale to the public Friday at 10 a.m.
Good luck.
Yeah, we will be back with a check of weather right after this break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
If your checking account isn't earning you money, it's time to switch to bonus checking from Numerica. The account that earns an incredible 2% annual percentage yield. That could earn you up to $500 every year or more.
Use me to take a bite out of food waste and help the environment.
How'd you do that?
Well, give me yard waste, food scraps, heck, even your food-soiled paper like pizza boxes, paper towels, and coffee filters. I'll take it to be composted and returned to the soil.
And we'll still be here for the rest.
Learn more at SpokaneCountySolidWaste.org.
It's time for an all-new Kelly.
Yes, that's Rogan. What do people do whenever they run into you?
I don't know if I should tell the story. I'll just tell it. This story's gross.
Plus, who's drinking? Jessica Williams.
Watch Kelly today at 4 and 4 News Now at 5.
Take a look at the sun coming up over Spokane this morning. A little bit of cloud cover has moved in here for the very start of the daylight hours, but it's going to be in and out fairly quickly. We'll see partly cloudy skies, 1 or 2 sprinkles in North Idaho as we head into this afternoon. And then we got a few days where things are going to be sunny and warm and beautiful, and it is always fun when we talk about more consistent 50-degree temperatures this time of the year, especially after the very long winter we've had, right?
Right, 100%. It's been long.
And maybe your kids won't come back from school with like soggy socks and shoes, right, from playing at recess in the mud.
It happens, right? It does. We will see you throughout GMA. It starts right now.